Hey, what is up guys? Today we have some absolute buffoonery going on. If you didn't know, Cinna and Valkyrae have been doing a marathon stream known as Sysathon and got into a pretty scary situation. Another streamer known as Emiru recently visited LA to participate in the Sysathon for a good time, but things got out of hand pretty quickly. Basically, they all went to Santa Monica Pier and then they met this guy in the hoodie.
Emily, is that? No way. Yo, can I get a picture with you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Hi.
My name's Russell.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hey,
Emily, could you take
Rosie.
a photo?
Rosie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name's Russell.
Russell.
She can take a pic.
Oh, we can't because we have a.
We actually, we're on a time
What's
limit.
up?
Yeah,
you
we're
gotta
on a time limit.
There's
So.
no time frame.
Did you want to pic?
Oh, sorry. Excuse us.
Sorry.
Okay, so.
Do you need a photo?
Oh yeah. Fuck it, let's get one, Rosie. Come on.
Cute.
Okay.
Rosie too. Oh, he's so sweet.
Russell's a nice guy.
Honestly, at the start, he seemed just like a nice, wholesome guy, but that honestly devolved into cringiness right away the moment he asked to hang out with them. And to be honest, by this interaction, it already seemed like he pre-planned his meet with the girls by being in that exact spot. I mean, anyone who lives in the LA area, scratch that, anyone who just basically lives in America can recognize that they're at the pier or whatever. Though I'm not even surprised because being a Twitch viewer, you were probably cringe in the first place, but that doesn't mean you are necessarily a bad person. But the moment he decided to evolve to his final form into being a degenerate fucking incel who does not know how to handle basic human interaction is when this all goes south. About 20 minutes after their first interaction, we see this happen.
Oh god, yes, that is. I sing for a change.
To those with an astute eye, you may have recognized that this is the exact same guy wearing the gray hoodie earlier in the stream, but he has made his Superman costume change into Hawaiian shirt man, whose only superpower is being the world's greatest creep.
A change for the better, as you would say.
Okay.
Now this is not the reaction you want to see when you're trying to throw some Riz around, I'll tell you what. It seems like at this moment, Emiru figured out that this guy was cosplaying as some sort of pickup artist.
The change would be for her number.
Oh.
If you'd like it, can I get your number?
I don't have a phone.
Wait, put your number in mine.
I don't know how to use a phone. I'm sorry.
The fact that he put on his own Riz music to try and get Emiru's number is actually appalling, but that's besides the point. At least here, we see Emiru trying to deflect some of that, creepy aura coming from this guy, but it doesn't seem to be working because the moment she says she doesn't have a phone, he hits him with another pickup line. It's like, oh, you don't have a phone? Put your number in mine. The boys on Reddit will like that one.
Wait, so I'm gonna keep following her. I'm gonna keep following her.
As if things weren't already bad, I think this is the cherry on top that confirmed he was a fucking psychopath. He just literally went from being like a super cringe Reddit user to becoming an actual stalker. The moment he said, you know what, I'm just gonna follow you. I'm just gonna follow you around, Like, who does that? Even Ray at this point was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Another one! I know! You're gonna have to get in line, there's too many stalkers!
That's not how you really
Fuck,
Riz.
bro, what the fuck?
That's not the Riz.
Get behind me! Do you need, yeah. Do you want some sunglasses? Incognito time. Stand behind me. I'm gonna keep following her.
Honestly, props to Ray for trying to lighten the mood while also trying to protect Emiru by, pretending to be her bodyguard, giving her sunglasses so he doesn't have to look at the guy. And you just see the absolute moment of defeat for this guy when he was like, I don't need you anyway. It's like the equivalent of those people online that say, oh, well, she's ugly. I never wanted you anyways. It's like the ultimate form of saying that you are an actual degenerate and are so insecure with yourself.
I think we're just gonna go.
Let's go. Oh no, we're not. What's up, huh? Hey, excuse me?
No!
Security?
Emily, no!
Hey,
Stop!
Whoa!
Let's fucking fight right now.
What?
Right.
Get away from
now.
Hey, what's going on?
Security!
He's harassing us.
What's going on? What's going on, man?
Right now. Kill you right now.
Fuck off.
Kill you right now.
Security, please, please. Security.
It was at this point that they basically ended stream by going into a BRB stream screen, which is probably the best thing to do in this scenario. After this all happened, Cinna tweeted out, "Hey everyone, we are safe. Unfortunately, we have to end the marathon and need time to process what happened as we shock at the moment. Thank you for all the love and support on the marathon. We love you all." Valkyrae then made a tweet addressing all the people in her replies, basically saying like, oh, the cameraman is a dumbass and he's not doing enough. He should have defended Ray, Cinna, and Emiru like he was fucking John Wick or something, even though he's literally just their cameraman. And Ray also addresses the fact that people think that they were faking this whole interaction for engagement, which is something they don't even need to do. They are popular enough. I don't even know why they would need a farm engagement like this. It is so sad to see that people think that this is all just a way to farm engagement or farm sages and shit just because they are female streamers. Like, you really don't see this other type of animosity towards other streamers when they get themselves into a similar situation. Like, people are actually blaming them for going out without like a bodyguard or something in LA. And I'm like, the problem isn't that they don't have a bodyguard with them. The problem is that people think they have the right to act like this towards streamers just because they donated a couple subs or that they're a viewer. I don't know how many times people have to say this, but streamers aren't your friends. They literally do not know who you are. The only thing they know about you is what? Your username and maybe how much time you've been subbed to them. To streamers like Valkyrae, Cinna, Emiru, who have thousands of viewers, they don't know who you are anymore. Maybe at some point in their career when they were averaging 10 to 50 viewers, you might have had a little more personal connection with them, but they're at that point in time where you are literally just a number in their system. And it's not like that's a bad thing necessarily. I just think people need to realize that there are boundaries between streamer and viewer. And it seems like even after all these years, people still don't know where that line is. After that, Emiru also put out a statement basically saying that this stuff happens way more often than not, which is just a sad thing to hear. She says, and I quote, "This is what life like is for girls, and I hope anything people see what happened and realize how much of a reality is for women and content creators as a whole." And I do agree that, you know, a lot of male streamers also have this problem, but I feel like it is more prevalent for female streamers because a lot of these Twitch incels think that they actually have a chance to get with these streamers, which is never gonna happen. Anyways, later on, we see that Cinna and Ray go on stream to go ahead and talk about the situation.
We are very much in shock, and we need you guys to know like that clip does not do it justice for how scary it was. And we just want to use it as like a learning situation because we see a lot of people saying like, oh, I would have done this if I was there, but you have no idea how fast it really happened. We did not know that it was even the same guy up until he made the original thread about following us. We didn't click it.
He changed clothes.
And I also want to say, before we say anything, like, if you even remotely think that Rosie and Emily did anything wrong, like, I genuinely mean this, shut the fuck up. Like, seriously. Because you were not there. It is like fight or flight in that moment. And Rosie and Emily did everything they could to protect us. They did so much to help us. And they are not security. They're not trained to do that. And for those of you who don't know, like, we know he's a stalker. He pulled up when he was behind us. He pulled up Emmy's TikToks.
Yeah, he was watching.
And was watching her TikToks and like looking up and like, and just like staring at us. And he, even when like he ran at us and he said he was gonna kill us, he kept running and trying to get something out of his pocket. And like I said, like, you guys, when that clip cuts off, like, we had to run into a store screaming that somebody was going to kill us so that somebody would step in and let us in the back. And we were lucky that one of the workers, who was not, like, questioning us, actually believed us, and he put us all in the back. And they're panicked. They didn't know what to do, so they tried to bring us behind the buildings to help us, but we didn't know where he was. I think when we went in the store, he backed off because it was a lot of people. And so we don't know where he was. We didn't know where he went. And we had to beg the workers to hide us because they kept trying to tell us that it's not their fault, but they kept trying to get us to go back around where it happened and saying that he was gone. But we said we didn't know if he was going to come back. And so we had to hide in a shed for 15 minutes until the cops came.
Honestly, it was so heartbreaking to see them talk about it because this was obviously a very traumatic experience that they had to go through for some reason because people just don't know how to act. And like Cinna said, you know, shout out to Rosie and Emily, Valkyrae's assistant and their cameraman, who did everything they could in that situation, you know. Rosie, with all his camera gear and his equipment, obviously blocked the guy from attacking them. And Emily, you know, she got that dog in her and was literally about to fight the guy. So, you know, respect to them two for doing all of that. And respect to the workers that actually didn't question what the girls were saying and let them into their shop. And then, you know, thank God for the police who showed up and got this issue resolved. Now, as of right now, I don't think Russell, the guy who was harassing them, has gotten caught yet by anyone, and I don't think anyone has got any information on him besides what he looks like and what his name is. But if you have anything about him, any evidence or information about the guy, you know, do not contact the police directly. Cinna made a tweet basically saying that any information that you have, please send it to either her or her team so that they can get the info to the police so they can press for maximum charges. And with that being said, I think that is all I have to say about this entire situation. Honestly, my heart goes out to the streamers that were in this situation in the first place, and I hope you guys can get through this. And to every Twitch viewer who thinks that they're friends with their favorite streamer, you're just fucking not. So don't act like it, and don't act like they owe you anything. All right, later.